Welcome to leg 234. 234, 235. Almost done. Excuse me while I finish this cracker. We looking at the overhead. All right, yeah. So we are where we left off last time. It is currently 4 in the morning. I don't even know what time this would be. But yeah, oh well, we got GMT, right? So it's 4 in the morning. 18 Zulu. 0018. Crazy. Alright, let me just set up my banner. Today's flight, we're gonna go from the Diego Garcia Naval Support Facility to Male, Victor Romeo, Mike. Alright. Looking at our flight plan. It is 697 nautical miles. The route is in the chat. We're climbing to flight level 3900, carrying 18,109 pounds of fuel. So kind of like yesterday, we're actually going to be a little bit lighter than we were yesterday. Alright, hold on here. We can disconnect external power. And I guess I could call for the fuel truck.
This parking is too small for your aircraft. Refueling truck is on its way.
Alright. So we know we're
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Oh, there was a setting in GSX I wanted to change, but I'll wait till later. Where are we at? I need to connect. No, I'm already connected on Vetson. Let me see if I show him up. If I'm showing up on the radar, I am. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right. Let's go back down to the MCDU. We are Airbus 234. 39,000. Real, what's up, man? Black Art, what's going down? You said my viewer? You see, so we're planning on a runway 13 departure. Let's get weather first and foremost.
Standard weather briefing for
I feel you, brother. That's every day for me.
Call 2 Victor Romeo Mike convective segment valid until 1700 Zulu for your route of flight. No airmats active for your route of flight. Current weather conditions for departure: wind 136 at 14, visibility 10,000, sky condition few clouds at 2,300, 5,000 scattered, ceiling 10,000, broken, temperature 27, altimeter 298 7 for the en route area. Thunderstorms in the vicinity of Mike 400. Thunderstorms in the vicinity of Mike 407 for the destination. Wind 142 at 5, visibility 6,000, sky condition 1,000, scattered, few clouds at 2,700, heavy rain. Thunderstorms in the vicinity. Temperature 24, QNH 1010 for your alternate. Wind calm, visibility 4,000.
We're not going to the alternate. So weather here is pretty good. No complaints about it. Storms on the way. But then when we get there, We have low visibility and thunderstorms. Clouds scattered at 1,600 feet. Some cumulonimbus at 1,700 feet. Overcast at 900 feet. Landing in Tamale is going to be interesting today, to say the least. Storm Boris, that was in Europe, but I'm in Africa. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm down here. Would it really be considered Africa, or would it be India at this point? I'm kinda in between, I would think. I'd say more India, right? Maybe? I don't know. Did that fuel truck ever come?
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
It says fuel truck is on the way. Alright. So, overhead looks great. Back down to the CD. Okay, that's what we need to do. Come over to the tablet. But we can't do anything because we're waiting on the fuel truck. Nah, man, we gonna wrap this up. Not today. I wish I had time to do it all today, but it's gonna be done by Monday. For sure. Monday is the last day of the world tour. It's crazy. I keep thinking about it. I started April 1st of last year. April 1st. 235 legs. I did the RNAV into
Fuel
30.
truck
I
is
need
in
to go to
position.
36. That
Please
was it?
don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
You know what? I'm so curious. Let's try this. What runways do they have to offer? Yeah, so this is 36. Is it really a tax haven? I've never been, but I want to go so bad. See, there's ILS X-ray to 36. Alright, now we can load fuel. Oh. It's not even giving me the option to. What the frick? Oh, because I didn't import. Oops. Alright, let's do, so how much fuel are you trying to give me? Alright. Let's do fast 7 minutes. 18,109. That's looks good to me. Alright. So runway 3618 are the options. Winds are favoring 36 for sure. We're doing the Dalso 1 Alpha. Dalso 1 Alpha arrival. And then we're gonna do an ILS into 36. There's a whiskey and X-ray. What's the difference? Whiskey has a DME arc. X-ray does not. So let's do X-ray. Their Commonwealth was all British. That's good to know. That would explain where I'm at here. It's considered it's a British owned naval base. I guess they let the US use it though. I don't know. It was something like that I read. It says it's a British Ministry of Defense facility leased to the United States Navy. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta have your fingers in a little bit of something everywhere, I guess. It's a little bit of something especially when you have territories over in other places. That's your way of controlling that little bit of space over in that area. Alright. We're currently taking on our fuel. We need 18,000 pounds. So far, we're at 13,800, so we'll take on another sack. It's going pretty fast too. Look at it. Probably another 4,000 pounds or so, and then we'll be. He said I'll stop with the straight boring convers now. Not boring. I love learning new things. And definitely, I know we're going to all these different countries. Very interesting. Because a lot of the stuff I realized I didn't know was going on in aviation around the world until I had to pull up a chart and look at it, and I was like, wow. Or looking at certain landscapes, or I tried not to look too deep into places before I actually went. So the day of, I'll be surprised. And definitely, there was one that kind of stood out to me. Can't remember which one it is. Let me see if I go back and list. See if I see the name of it. It was an airport, but then it had a long road out in front of the runway, and it looked like it led to like a prison or something. I think it was. It was weird. I'll have to go back and look though. Was it Khartoum? It might have been Khartoum. I know if I go back and look at my videos, as soon as I see the thumbnail, I'll know which one it is. It may not have been Khartoum. Looks like we're done with fuel. Maybe I lied to myself. I said as soon as I see the thumbnail, I would know which one it is. I'm looking at these thumbnails now. I'm in Antarctica right now. Like, nope. I might have humbly lied to myself. Cause I'm thinking it might have been Khartoum though, for real. This being off the top of my head, cause oh wait, this was OBBI or OKBK. It was one of those. Kuwait or Bahrain. That had that That's hilarious. We're ready to push for the most part. I'm gonna put the beacon on.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
I don't care. Alright, it's automatically pushing me. Great. So since we have all that figured out, I'm going to the EFB, send my weights to the CDU.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I'm gonna opt for flaps 2 packs on takeoff. 13 is correct. Calculate that. Alright, send that to the CDU. I'm also waiting to come back over here. Ground services, make sure my doors and stuff are closed.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Alright. I'm gonna go to Atsu. AOC menu. Feed messages. Accept our final load sheet. And I think we're good as golden. Interior lights already on. I didn't mean to turn that down. I meant to turn the interior light off.
Locking gear.
That was a pub or something with loads of people in. I honestly don't even know what that means. One viewer, that was a pub. What's a pub? Alright, I think 13 is to the... No, 13 is to the right, so we need to push to the left.
Release parking
I said that
brake.
backward. 13 is to the right, so we need to push to the left. Oh, we need to push to the right, so we can taxi to the left to go to the right. There we go.
Release parking
Oh,
brake.
like a
Release.
bar. Okay, I gotcha. Brakes release. I'm sorry, man.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wind.
Short of public house. Okay. I don't know. It takes a lot to get me upset. I've learned to not let the smaller things in life kind of bother me. Alright, fuel pumps on. Master switch on. Ignition start. Master switch 2. Oh nah. Not at all, man. I have a 13-year-old and a 7-year-old. Repeating myself doesn't faze me anymore. Does not phase.
Please set parking brakes.
Brake set. Alright, number 1 is coming up.
Unlocking gear.
We should be able to catch a pretty good sunrise. It's 4:35 a.m. local time.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
It's a good
Left
start
is clear.
on 1.
Right is clear.
APU bleed off. APU master off. Takeoff config. Yep, I already know. Alright. Auto brake max. Light controls. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Up. Down. Neutral. It wants me to trim up 6. I'm going to trim up 0.4 instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Let's check out our rudder. Full left. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Okay. Flaps 2. Spoilers on. Wind shear on. TCAS. Let's put in a number 6432. Why not? That looks good, right? Alright, incorrect format. What did I do wrong? 2/UP 0.4. There we go. Alright, looks like we're good to taxi. Taxi light on. Then not. Let's hit takeoff config again. Alright. So I see a discrepancy in my flight plan that I don't like. Is NKW on field? It is. So I know to delete NKW. Insert. Clear discount. Insert. Look at that. That looks perfect. And continue down. There's the last discount. We're gonna do straight in, so clear that as well. So yeah, there's no breaks in the flight plan. Go back to ARC mode. Let's let the people in the back know we're about to be out. Yeah, discounts are not fun. I mean, you could leave them in there, but if there's not a reason to leave it in there, then I typically won't. So like, if
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
like the other day I took off from New York JFK. The departure procedure was takeoff, turn, heading 185. That was it. So after that, you just basically are at the whim of ATC. They kind of give you instructions on what to do to get to your course from there. So I left the discount in there. Took off, turned 185, and stayed there, you know what I mean? And then once I took off and turned and they gave me a heading, that's when I just did direct to my next fix or whatever fix they told me to. That's not a taxiway line, that's like an edge line. No, that is the taxiway line. Okay. Oh no, it's not. So yeah, they're good in some cases, but in most cases they're not. You just gotta be aware and kind of look out for them, because they can throw your flight plan completely off if you're not using them correctly, or if you don't even know they're there. So I typically, on a normal operation, would just clear them out. That way you can get a proper calculation of your extra fuel on board and your distance and time at the bottom here. I thought we were taxiing like right to the runway and then had to get on. I didn't realize we had to backtrack. Let's check this chart out. Yep, we take Papa all the way down to Alpha. Imagine that. I am on VATSIM too. Right. Looking at radar, I am the only one out here, so I'm not going to make any radio calls. What for? in the north right now, northwest. Sun should be rising behind us. Alright, here's my turn. I could go down to the last one, but I'm not. Alright, lights on. TCAS TARA. And I think we're good to go. Alright. Let's rock and roll. Alright, already 50%. Stabilize. Takeoff. Man flex. SRS. Auto thrust group. We got nav mode. 100 knots. Rotate. Positive rate. You're coming up. Alright, we got a left turn coming up, so I'll start that now. Climb thrust. Alright, it's flying by itself for the most part. My hands are off the controls. Flaps 1. Let's tighten that turn up a bit. Turn, there we go. Flaps up. Autopilot on. Alright, center pedestal looks good. Heading to the north, so the sun should be rising from the east. We'll have a better view once we clear those clouds. Turn the taxi light off. Absolutely getting rocked around. There's the sun peeking out over the clouds. 11,500 for 390. Pretty much out the clouds. After we pass, is that Mama? Is that really Mama or am I tripping? Mama. It's 9:17 p.m. It's late. It is 12:18 p.m. Day just basically started. It's midday. Is everything over there closed really early? Where the plane is? No, like where you are. No, and it's 12:19 where I'm at in the United States. 4 to 5. Oh my gosh, that's early. Supermarkets stay open. Still clean. Is that pronounced Macy's or Macy's or Mackey's? Transition, altitude. Clicking when you can hear it when you look up, when you look forward as well. That's crazy. Mackey's. Okay. Is there a lot of roadmen out there you gotta watch for? I hear stories about people getting shanked, stabbed. They don't really shoot guns out there too much. It's more stabbings. Sun peeking yet? No. Okay. I see people always talking about it, especially like on social media and stuff. And like, watch out for the road, man. Don't want no parts. It's gang stuff. Gotcha. Text message. Yeah. Sadly, I think that is their hobby, though, at that point in time, you know? I think they just need something more constructive to do. There's the sun peeking out. Hey, beautiful. We got a 5 a.m. sunrise. It's 4:53. Now that we have phenomenal lighting, I can turn all this artificial stuff off. We don't need that anymore. No artificial lighting. After we pass Mama here, I'm staring at it. So really, there we go. Past Mama. So right now we're in Mauritius airspace right now. When we pass Mama, we are in the Mali airspace. Mali VRMF. Model trains. I forgot that was a thing. Are the model ones the one that actually move on the track? I like the people who have the ones like that. They're like airports though, and the planes come up and they fly around and then they come back in the land. It's pretty cool. $30,000 feet for 39,000. Almost there. The best model railway. Only if the world were that simple. What do you call scammers out there, like the guys who be on the phones trying to take people's money? Are they called scammers? Or do you have another name for them? superpowers that they got because their moms or their dads had sickle cell, and in turn it ended up giving them superpowers. I can't remember. That was made out in the UK too, so I saw a lot of those interactions, even though they're like movie stuff, but Batman things. Scammers. Do you get like the random phone calls and stuff all the time too? They're always trying to call and buy my house, and it's always some nonsense. Like 36,000, we got turbulence. Sheesh. We're chugging along. We're cruising at flight level 390. We have 562 nautical miles left to go within the 445 on the ground. So my estimated guess is an hour and 25 minutes. Let's see what my overhead bar is maybe showing. I set the whole thing up there. Hour and 15. Like making coffee, you go on your phone. Yeah, it's the middle of the day, so you know everybody wants to send you messages. Talking to my daughter's sister. She's trying to buy a new car, so she's asking me 1,000,002 questions. I was supposed to do lunch with a friend today, but I had to reschedule because I woke up late. Yeah, fun times. Never a dull moment. There's just always something going on. Not necessarily negative, but there's always something going on. I'm the more of a talk on the phone type of person, but everybody around me has gravitated to more texting or sending messages or whatever, so I try to accommodate people or meet people where they're at, as opposed to expect them to change for me. VRMG. So I don't know if you caught it, the weather at the Maldives is trash. And it's kind of cool because we're landing runway 36, so we kind of have a straight-in approach since we're coming from the south. But when we took off, the weather there was crap. Low visibility, low clouds, thunderstorms. That's something to look forward to. What's up, pilot? Nothing too much. Another day, another flight. Almost done here. It's cloudy up at cruise. Weather out here is actually kind of crappy. Let me see. I'll let you guys choose. Should I do an auto land or should I manually fly the ILS? Look at the radar maps. Manual. Should be fun. There's stroke. I think they're Australia. That should be fun. gonna manually fly the ILS. Got a message here. That should definitely be fun. Cause I think. One second here. For that last message. Getting a jet fighter sorted out. What's you guys' favorite jet? It's hard for me to kind of pinpoint which one's my favorite. I like the Eurofighter. I like that look. I also like the Panavia Tornado. I like that look as well. I also like the F-35. Gripping. I remember that one. What's the newest version of that thing look like? Let me go. New technology. Saab Gripen SJ39. That is different. That, for a second I was like, oh, it looks like the Eurofighter, but then the intakes are right there. Let me see a different view. Okay. I've done that before. There was a guy who streams. He used to stream snipe in his F-22 all the time and give me what you call it? Escorts. F-16, 15, Typhoon, F-22. I mean, the F-22 is the best one out of everything. You know, nothing's gonna stop the F-22 at the end of the day, but I feel like that just takes the fun out of it. I've never was a big F-16 fan. It is fun because I'm like, I'll be minding my business and then I'll just see somebody zoom past my windshield. I'm like, what the heck? And then I'll go over to his stream. I'm like, oh yeah, I got stream snipe. Oh no. He's not on right now, but I'll give him a shout out. You guys can go check him out from time to time if you want to. He does a lot of flying in the F-22. Like he'll go into like the Grand Canyon and try to hit all the turns and stuff like that. So he's a real fighter jet guy for sure. He also plays, I think it's Rainbow Six or something like that. Team, choose my airplane again. But no problem. The Dark Star switch off and fire. Isn't that the one that's like Tom Cruise was flying in Top Gun? I think that was the Dark Star, right? ETA should be at the top of the screen. I think it's saying something like an hour and 6 minutes. So you have time to do whatever you're doing. Mach 10 is wild. Be out there peeling your skin back from going so fast. You have to switch engines just on the lock door. Oh, it has more than 2 engines? Wow. Yeah, I had no clue. You can't just mash the throttles to the firewall and then add afterburners and just be done with it. Now you're gonna have to make me test that one out too. I feel like if I get the Concorde to Mach 2, I can get the Dark Star to Mach 10. He said nope. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. There's a chart in the plane. So how fast, Alexa, how fast is Mach 10?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Mach 10 is 10 times the speed at which sound travels. It is equal to roughly 7,411 miles per hour.
Golly, 7,000 miles an hour. 7,000 some odd miles an hour. Any small movement in the controls, if you do too much, it will send you flying. Of course, possibly stressing the aircraft. London to LA in 53 minutes. Holy. That is wild. How do you slow it down? I'm pretty confident I can land it. How do you slow it down? Are there speed brakes of some sort? He said hope. I tell you what, I'll have to stream that. Maybe we can just do like fighter jets and experimentals and stuff like that. I don't have that many fighters though. I do have a Tornado, I do have a F-35, I do have a F-22. I do have, I guess, that Dark Star because it came with the game, right? I have an F-18. That might be it. Did they make a Viking for the flight simulator? I would love a Viking. S3 Viking. Lockheed. They did make one. Nice. They made them all. Oh, India Fox Techo made a Viking? Let me go over to their website right now. I'm gonna buy that right now. This is back in 20... Yeah, this wasn't Flight Simulator. I'm gonna say back in 2014. I know they didn't make one from... Can't even get that out. I know they didn't make one for MSFS. I would have heard about it. I probably would have been all over it. FlightSim.to. Certain airplanes I wouldn't mind paying for if it's a decent add-on. So like I bought the India Fox Techo F-35. That seemed like it was a really good add-on. So I bought that one. I bought, was it Mach Studios F-22? I can't remember. I bought that one. There's a couple of them that I actually bought. I bought, what else did I buy, man? I bought Concorde. I bought the Antonov 225. Or was it 224? 225, I think it was. There's quite a few of them that I bought. There's certain ones I'm like, I have to buy. There's no way to say I'm not gonna buy it. I have to buy it. It's like Phoenix. No questions asked. I have to buy it. Had to. You only seen one in the sky in your entire life? Wow. I guess it is kind of rare because they only was going between like 3 airports. London, New York, Paris, New York. I would see them landing in New York all the time. lived there from birth to 16 years old. And you would hear it and you knew what it was when you heard it. That thing was so loud. As a matter of fact, I got it on video once, I think. It wasn't a rumble, it was more like, cause you gotta think at this point it wasn't taking off. You can hear it take off for sure. You hear a rumble when it takes off because of the afterburner. But I lived like under a path of one of the runways, but not the most active one. So I would see it off in the distance all the time. You would hear it first, and then you would see it. It was more like a hollow wind sound, like a kind of sound, and you knew what it was when you heard it. It was like, oh, and you look at the time, like it's Concorde, because one came in the morning and one would come at in the evening. And I'm sitting here thinking I did have that on video. I don't think it was in the YouTube era, so what did I do with those videos? Or am I thinking about A380? I caught quite a few airplanes on digital film, but don't ask me because I don't remember anything. And looking back at my old videos, even on my Facebook, I'm like, yeah. Oh wait, I looked at the wrong videos. A lot of my stuff when I first started live streaming on here is hilarious. Way back. Looking for Concorde videos. I got Concorde videos. And I'm looking at where my shoe. Look at this. This looks really New Yorkish right here, but this for sure was New York. Video of this. Oh, this is the A380. Yeah, I don't think I have. This is the same one here. Kind of rough, man. Dang, I'm sitting here thinking like, do I have no memories of that Concorde to go back and look at? I used to take like pictures of it with my camera. It was like a little, not a Polaroid, but one of those older cameras where you had to take your film to the store and have them develop it. I don't even think I have any of those pictures anymore. Wow. It's crazy. And I think nobody really cared about it so much until it was like its last flight. Then everybody was like, oh, the Concorde. And got so used to it over time. How about this? Concorde landing. Dang, dude, I was thinking, looking at this is 17 years ago. Yellow.
I picked.
Is that your favorite color? Black art. That probably be more the sound that I was hearing.
Purdue Global because I think have been the best way for me to get it.
Yeah, people realize you can go slower, save a lot more money, and less maintenance. Concorde was definitely a beautiful airplane, and well before its time came out, it was being used, but when the one crash that gave them a reason to say, you know what, let's stop doing this. Because you think about it, how many times did DC-10 crash or 747 crash, and they never just said, oh, nope, let's stop it, we're done. Concorde had a near flawless record. One crash, and it wasn't even like it was a malfunction or something. One crash because they ran over something and it hit the plane and caused the fuel to leak, and it was definitely, they were just looking for a reason to can it. Airplanes are definitely one that does. For sure. If it could save you money on fuel by even keeping speed or lowering speed, they'll take it in a heartbeat. I remember when a lot of the regional routes were being there was a time, I think it was not pre 9/11, but was it pre 9/11 or was it post 9/11? When it was after we were in the recession and all that stuff, turboprops were running rampant. Routes that RJs were on, they were putting larger turboprops on them if they had them. Yeah, that sounds about right. It actually sounds perfect for a year. But see, now we kind of swayed away from the turboprop thing because nobody's really complaining about fuel prices no more. You ever notice that? Remember they were doing the crazy stuff like making planes land without using reverse thrust? Try and save fuel, or taxi on one engine only. There was a bunch of stuff they were doing to save fuel. Fuel was astronomically high at the time. Yeah. Taxiing on one engine, no use of reverse thrust unless you absolutely needed it. Yeah, that was the thing for the longest. One engine taxi, and that was Standard operating procedures for most airlines. Taxi on engine. But that was just because fuel was too high. Now that they don't care about fuel prices as much anymore. To me, I can understand the taxi on one engine. You can definitely do it at ease. It doesn't require much to taxi on one engine, but landing and not using reverse thrust is crazy. Yes, it's possible to do it, but why would you want to? I don't care if the runway is long enough. The reverser's there to slow me down, help slow me down. But I guess it's cheaper to change brakes than to overuse an engine and fuel. That's craziness, because then how you get back up? Go around is gonna be wild. Like American 26 going around. Negative. You have to land. What? Alright, we got about 325 miles left to go. Still getting beat up a little bit by turbulence. It's because of these clouds. Let's get a weather update for Mali. Let's see, refresh. Alright, so winds 24010. Alright, visibility got a little bit better. Still got thunderstorms scattered at 1600, fewer 1700, overcast at 900. Yeah. It's gonna be a fun ride into Monday. I'm doing pretty good, man. Trying to knock out this flight. And then, prepare for the last one, I think it's gonna be Monday. Yeah, on Monday. The consensus right now is to do a manual ILS landing in this thunderstorm, cloudy weather that we're flying into. So that's what they said they wanted me to do. So we'll take autopilot all the way to final. And then once we reach the glide slope, I will disconnect and fly her down. It said ceiling was at 900, right? Yeah, so it's overcast at 900. So we should break out the clouds at 900 feet and see stuff. In theory, that's what it says. So come back over here and take a look. Our minimums for the ILS here is 300, oh no, 212. So yeah, that's 700 feet in between me making the call. We're getting beat up. How are you doing today, Andrew? Chilling on lunch? What's for lunch? Shoot. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. It's 1 o'clock. It's crazy work. part of me wants to say, oh, let's just climb to an higher altitude, but we're at service ceiling. I doubt going lower is gonna help either. Soup and a sandwich? What kind of soup? Is it like a tomato? And speaking of that, Andrew, I meant to ask AdSav yesterday, what the hell was that long ass? Did you see how long it took for him to take off? Beef and veggie, almost like a stew. Oh, gotcha. So it's a little bit more thick. He definitely took an eon. I understand the taxiing part of O'Hare, but no, AdSav's name is Andrew too. Yeah, both are Andrews. Hello, that's funny. Text him really quick. Yep. Take off hella fast. Hella fast. For me, it was the landing speed. I could never really get a solid number. Because the DC designs, they didn't give you like charts for it or anything, did they? So I always felt like I was going way too fast. Like right now, if I Google Concorde VREF, it says 150. 150. Wait, I gotta see that 158. Somebody had an answer. 152 to 178 knots if winds exist. VREF plus 2. To VREF plus 14 depending on the wind direction. So it could be anywhere from 152 to 194 if I'm reading that correctly. They have a good manual now? See, I'm out the loop now. I'm completely out the loop. Ah, I just found this chart. Interesting. This is nice. I like this. Hold on. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Weight is always a factor, sir. Always. Damn, as much as 207. But do you see what I was saying about the plus for the wind? But depending on what the wind is doing, you add knots. That's why it's such a big window from 150 to 207 is wild. And then you have the wind correction if says I aim to cross the threshold at 160 knots. I add 5 to 15 knots during the approach segment from the glide slope intercept down to 500 feet AGL. And somebody else said, I found that approach phase VREF plus 30 is crazy. And then just before land VREF plus 7. So how do you kill 23 knots that fast. Just pull the power back and just a drag between the nose and the gear and the delta wing. Imagine somebody slipping the Concorde. That is wild work. Definitely see that one on the news. One of my bigger issues for me is I only have physical throttles for two, engine 1 and engine 2, so like anytime I fly playing with more than 2 engines, I have to use the throttles on my joystick, which is just this little nub right here, and it sucks. I don't know if you can see that, but oops, I just moved it. It said thrust reverser, so I was like, did it open up? No, we are definitely slowing down, so. There we go. Back in the climb mode we go. But yeah, that's why I don't fool with that thing. It's definitely a lot better to have the actual throttles. Feel like I'm more in control. Yeah, we're about 200 and what? I don't want to say 240. Let's say like 250 out. 248. Dang, that was a good guess. Like a controller, like this. Oh yeah, you did say you were on Xbox, didn't you? But I mean, you ain't got a choice. Probably turn my auto throttle back on, huh? There we go. I was listening to the engines and I'm like, man, why are they staying so high? And I looked at my speed and I'm like, I'm going slightly fast. Like, what is the problem? Like, oh, I'm in climb mode, but auto throttle isn't engaged. Nice. Which ones? Can't lie, I do love my Airbus setup. I want to get the other set to go along with it so I can have the option for Turtle Beach. I haven't watched Air Force Proud in a long time. Let's see. Turtle Beach Velocity 1. Those look solid. I was about to ask you next, do they work on console? But those do look solid. Are you going for the yoke or the stick? Also the Velocity 1. They're both. He's a good question. If I were you, I'd probably go yoke. Only because there's more planes that have a yoke versus the stick. I also do have a yoke as well. I have the old CH Products one, but I very seldom fly anything that uses a stick. So I mean a yoke. So it's like, said that feel. Yeah. I might pull it out and dust it off one day. It's in storage, but it's definitely a different feel for sure. It took a while for me to get used to the side stick. I'm like, this does not feel natural. I'm right-handed. But I guess in real life it's the same way. But I mean, a stick versus a yoke, like yoke, like you're driving a car, kind of. Cause that didn't feel too bad. Like when I'm flying the airplane in real life, I'm like, okay, making my inputs with my left hand, but then also just adjusting my power with my right. But the stick itself, man, it's just the movement of it. You're not really turning on this type of axis anymore, pushing in and out. You're kind of set in one spot and just kind of moving your wrist. It definitely took some getting used to, but it's cool now. I forgot I also do have a Logitech throttle too as well. And that has 3 axes on it. Huh. Interesting. I completely forgot about it. I gotta find it. I guess it's the bigger thing, really. In the captain's seat, because if you're first officer, guess what? It's killing me. He said straight to captain. No interview. No first officer. Straight to captain. I'm the captain now. Hold on, let me see if I can find that sound clip. I think that was from when that pirate documentary. I'm the captain now. That's loud.
Your business made limitless.
Was it Captain Phillips? Or is that you, Captain
It
Phillips?
takes a rebel to make
Yeah,
something
Captain Phillips. Yeah, that's it.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. One more time.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. He is. Definitely is. Tom Hanks ain't bad either. Every single Tom Hanks movie I've ever seen made me say, hold on a second. Whoa. Tom Hanks definitely is a good actor. Commercial break. You still got ads? Still got ads? Cool. Yeah, Tom Hanks. Definitely. A1 actor. Rory. Appreciate the luck, buddy. Hopefully you're having a good day. Like, what was the Tom Hanks movie? I feel bad because I got it upstairs too. I got all the Tom Hanks movies now I think about it. Sully. There we go. I watched Sully and was like, Forrest Gump was good too. I don't think there was a Tom Hanks movie that's been bad. Even the newest one that was on Netflix. What was that one called? A Man Called Otto. That was pretty good too. Don't Ride in Plains of Time, yeah. Castaway was also another great one. Got that one as well. Sully was freaking awesome, man. We're talking about all these plane crash movies, and meanwhile I'm about to go into some decent IFR conditions here. Make me earn my paycheck. White was a good one too. I have that on wax as well. Denzel's another one. All his movies are good too. It's like I hear Tom Hanks or Denzel's in the movie, I'm gonna watch it. Even if I don't think the story is a good storyline, I'm gonna watch it because I know it's gonna be a good movie. Another one is Leslie Neeson. He hasn't put anything bad out either. Yeah, I can't think of the Jason Bourne dude. He had a pretty good. There's some pretty good movies out there. Naked Gun. So, I'm thinking about Liam Neeson. Sorry, Liam, not Leslie. Naked Gun, Airplane. I'll give Leslie a +1. He has some good ones. This movie was funny. Have you guys seen Airplane? Okay, yeah. That's where Otto comes from if you didn't know. You take Naked Gun, yep. I mean, at this point, they're all classics. They're all classics. That's where my man Otto came from. Airplane. If you haven't seen Airplane, you gotta go watch it. Otto is a great pilot. Otto is a great pilot. See, even he agrees. You seen it over and over? Okay. I think Pilot might not have seen it. I could be wrong. So go over, huh? Turn the forward cabin and aft cabin to hot. Is that how that works? Hey, I'll tell you what. One time a guy came in chat and he told me to turn off. I don't remember which Adirs it was, and I followed him and turned it off. Yeah, that was a fun ride. We could crank it up to hot. Yeah. How you doing today, Jonesy? And it was funny because I turned it. Which one was it? I'll do it again. Was it number 2? Let's give it a second and see what happens. Alright, so yeah. See that PFD on the first officer's side? Took a shit. I'll turn it back on. It wasn't 2 though, but you know what? I ended up turning off the wrong one, and it sent the plane into complete navigational lockdown. It's good to hear that you're good, man. Welcome to the stream. Now y'all got me testing out theories. This is not gonna be good because if I turn off the wrong one, he was trying to get me to put it into alternate law. I just don't remember what he told me. Was it ADR? Maybe it's ADR 2 and 3. We're testing stuff out here. There we go. We're in alternate law right now. So speed protection is lost. Autopilot is gone. I think we have a Boeing. Let me see if I can do a barrel roll. Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, we can do a barrel roll now. Oh. Alright, let me turn that back on real quick. So it's a Deer 3 and 2. We're descending slightly. Let's control the plane. Okay, buddy. Autopilot on, auto throttle. Right. In the midst of all that, we really didn't lose much altitude. We lost like what, 300 to 400 feet, and speed was kind of dead on. What's a PNG tuber? He's intercepting me right now. You don't see me. I don't see you. I'm probably not on, you would have to come over to, US Eastern. So let's actually get on course. Or even better, we can do direct. Also, that'll work. It's a little trick he taught me. You can make an Airbus fly like a Boeing at any given moment that you want it to. Next thing, we need to check weather again at the Maldives. Winds of 240 at 10, 7,000 meters. Visibility, thunderstorms scattered at 1,600. Few cumulonimbus at 1,700. Overcast at 9, so it's still the same. What's the pirate software question? Let's hear it. How did the interview go? I do have an inflatable pilot too, by the way. His name is Otto. Whoa. His name is Otto. Short for autopilot. If you get the joke. You switched over to the US Eastern? I'm mean, I don't see you either on my map, to be fair. Yep. Oh, I know what it is. I gotta invite you to the group. Hold on. Invite the group. You gotta accept that. Uh-oh. There we go. Let me check out your short.
Any tips on going in a job interview? Yes. At the end of your job interview, when they ask you if you have any other questions for them, tell them this. If you were to hire me right now, where best would you utilize my skill set? Right now, if you were to hire me at this moment. The reason you do this is because it stops them from thinking of you as a potential hire and starts having them think about you as already hired. It is a social engineering question. You do this to change the way that they think about you as a candidate. It is incredibly effective. Also, if they're hearing this, because many of them will, they'll know you watch me, which also turns out fun. We've had that happen a couple of times. Any tips on going in a job interview? Yes. At the end of...
That's cool. So what did they respond to you and say after you asked them that? It's about time to go down, fellas. Alright, let me check out my charts really quick and see. We need to enter the glide slope at 2,000 feet. What? Okay, 2,000 feet it is. I'm not going to complain. So we'll set 2,000 in the MCP and start our descent. Get out of my office. That's probably what they did. Get out of my office. Alright, so we're speeding up. We need to increase drag. He actually thought about it. Well, that's good. Hopefully it worked. What would you have done if he would have said, get out my office? Tuxedo Interview Scene classic. That's another one. Step Brothers is such a good movie. Flight level. What about flight levels? No, I'm going down to 2,000. Not flight level. Hilarious. Let's see how hot it is in the back now. Alright, wait a second. Let me tuck my speed brakes back in and rearm them. And then let's come back down here and look at 95 degrees in the bottom, 84 forward and aft, 88 in the cockpit. You see me? Let's see if I see you. Yep, I see you back there. Get ready to land in some really shitty weather though. We're diving. This weather is crap. He's trying to touch my butt. It's crazy. How far out are we? 80 miles? Okay. Let's go back to that weather report and start to dial in some things here. We went to 240 at 11, 240 at 10. Temperature is 26 degrees, 10, 12 on the QNH, 12, 26 degrees, and then let's jump back over to our chart. Let's see what our decision height is, 212. And then last but not least, jump over to the Dalso on arrival, which we're not on yet, so good. Give him a little poop poop. It's crazy work. Double pointer finger poking doom. Hey, the gritty duck again. Gritty goose. Goose look like he's trying to hide his face. It's funny. That's what it's like when you have really bad visibility, strong winds. You know I got like 6 windows. Which one you want me to look out of? Flyby moon is crazy. How about we look on the outside so you can see it? Nope, don't see it anywhere yet. But it's also very cloudy. There he is. Damn. Should I disengage autopilot and engage the bogey? In my A320 tactical fighter? Oh, we're approaching Dowson. Roll over inverted above him, using the bird. Get out and take him out. Only crazy thing is I don't know where he ended up going. I guess we have a map for that. He's back behind us again. Not quite 5 miles, but not quite 10 miles either. Engaging target. Eagle 1, Fox 2. You're locking on? Well, that's not good. Oh man, he just did a Leroy Jenkins. I think that weather that's right in front of us is, I don't know, it looks rather clear. Weather's still screaming what it's screaming. Leroy Jenkins. They tried to do it the right way. I was like, what the fuck, Leroy? Okay, let's do this. Damn it, Leroy. Why are you like this?
Okay guys, these eggs are giving us a lot of trouble in the past. Does anybody need anything off this guy, or can we bypass him?
I think Leroy needs something from this guy.
Oh, he needs those devout shoulders, doesn't? Isn't he?
Hilarious. It says AFK Leroy.
Yeah, but that'll help him heal better. He'll have more mana.
So he was AFK the whole time before.
Okay.
And just jumped right back in and ran in.
I'll run in first, gather up all the eggs, so we can kind of just blast them all down with AoE. I will use Intimidating Shout to kind of scatter them, so we don't have to fight a whole bunch
That's
of them
even
at
funny.
once.
I don't even remember that part of it. That's hilarious.
I'll need Anthony to come in and drop his shout too, so we can keep them scattered, not to fight too many. And his is done. Bass, of course, need to run in and do the same thing. We're doing Divine Intervention on mages, so they can AE, so we can, of course, get them down fast, because we're bringing all these guys. I mean, we'll be in trouble if we don't take them down quick. I think it's a pretty good plan. We should be able to pull it off this time. What do you think, Abdul? Can you give me a number crunch real quick?
To be fair, if it was me, I would have let that motherfucker run in there, get himself killed, and it still went through with my plan, if that's possible. It was only down one person, it's a gang of us. I wouldn't have ran in after him.
I'm coming up with 32.33, repeating, of course, percentage of survival.
Oh, it's a lot better than we usually do. Alright, thumbs up. Ready, guys? Let's do this.
Oh my god, he just ran in. Save him!
Oh gee, stick to the plane!
Oh Jesus, let's go.
Stick
Stick to the plan, John.
Stick to the plane!
Oh gee, oh fuck. Give me a line intervention. Hurry up.
Shout
He's saying I can't cast. I can't move. Am I lagging, guys? I can't move. What the hell? I can't hear you. Oh my god. Oh, just keep spawning. More responding. I don't think you can cast with that shit. Oh my god. Shout. We got him. Get off. I got it. Get off.
Come on, stay down.
Oh my god.
Damn it, Leroy.
God damn it, Leroy.
God damn it.
Leroy, you moron. Leroy. This is ridiculous.
It's all mask.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was dying. Transition altitude.
We died on this. God. Oh, Spiffy res us.
Why do you do this shit, Leroy?
I'm trying.
It's not my fault.
Who's Soulstone?
We do have a soul stone up, don't we?
Hey, you got Soulstone?
Warlock.
Bro was meditating for like 20 minutes, got up and just ran in.
Great job. Leroy, you were just stupid as hell.
What's up, Cam? Where you been at, bro? Alright, I'll take a look at it later. Busy doing what, bro? You don't have a life. You got me in here cleaning up the chat like I don't have a mod. According to my daughter, you don't have a job. He's been working on the man-to-hand relationship. That is crazy work. How's that man-to-hand relationship going? Mods. Come on, Cam, tell us all about it. How's that man-to-hand relationship going? I don't know. It's not looking super IFR-y. Oh gosh, there's a plane. We have a Piper. I'm a mod on nights and weekends. I mean, I'll still fly the ILS, but I think the weather's changed, although it's not showing that it's changed. Or maybe it'll get really shitty when I get closer. Alexa, convert 7,000 meters to nautical miles.
7,000 meters is about 3.8 nautical miles.
Oh, so we got 4 miles visibility. I guess that's not too bad. I think you must get hit by a bus. Out of lotion is out of pocket. Oh, that's hilarious. Woo! Sir, you need to learn to control your speed. I'm slowing to 180 knots currently. We're 15 miles out. Is that the praying hands? It is. Six God. Alright. So what we say we were doing again for this? I'm disconnecting autopilot where? Oh, at when I get to 2,000 feet. Alright. We got 4 miles visibility. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Are you talking about Dookie?
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now
I say
secure for
Dookie
landing.
been around longer than you, Cam. I think for sure, yeah. Why would you put Dookie in timeout? That Gengar ass wobble is crazy. Not the Ice Spice. He hit him with the Ice Spice. Alright guys, we're getting beat up here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on them lights and my APU for our safety. Checking the temperature in the back. It's about 87 degrees. We're hot. They're awake. And if they wasn't, they are now. Cam is stupid. He said, I'll take a van, 2-minute van. What's wrong with y'all? Alright, we're at 2,000, so I gotta disconnect the autopilot here. I'm a little high on the glide slope, so as you can see, we have no runway in sight. Flaps 2 gear down. Yeah, got me not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing here. This is crazy. But we can save it. Alright, so gears down. Got flaps 3 going. What the hell are y'all doing in this chat right now? Streaming then flying? I'm flying now. Oh, I have a runway light. Oh. We got the runway light at 1,000 feet. And this wind is coming from the left side, heavy. What if I'm lined up on the wrong runway?
500.
Something don't seem right about this. My navigation is telling me to do something completely different than what I see.
100
Light
above.
slope.
Lower
Light slope.
This wind is crazy. It just went from a
Light
side
slope.
wind to a tailwind. Alright.
Too low. Terrain.
I guess I could
Too
put
low.
full flaps
Terrain.
in, right? That'll help.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
First thrust set. $189, that's not bad. Considering all the mayhem and chaos that's going on. I don't know if you guys caught it. I had to throw some right rudder in there at the last minute, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to hold the center line as well as I did. Let's see here. I'm gonna squeeze between those hangars right there. Give me a second, y'all. And do my after landing checklist. There's chunks of butter on the bread. Chunks. Could be better. We saw you on the side there in the grass. I don't know how you got stopped so quick. Did you land and put park and brake on immediately? 189 is pretty standard. In a real life setting, I would have had to go around. I was not stabilized at all. We need better. Well, I was stable up to a certain point, and then I lost track of what I was doing, and then, you know, what it was the navigation was telling me that I was off to the side. Let me see something here. But I had a visual. I had the visual of the runway, so I said, screw the navigation. What I probably need to do is see if there's a freeware add-on for scenery for this airport. Bro is taxiing on the road for the I got you, Blackguard. I'll add you here in a second. What you mean, no, he won't? Baby plane. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me. Oh, oh, oh. Brake set. Masters off. Fuel pumps off. Beacon off. Yeah, navigation told me to go one way and then... Well, let me look at that again. Hold on, let me see if I... No, because sometimes the glide slope doesn't line up with the runway it was supposed to, so I don't know why it did what it did. Probably a scenery thing. Ejected the capsule. Quietly switch over the ground. I've never had that. You talking about with the flight simulator ATC, or you talking about like, well, you're on PC on Xbox, you'd have to be. It is stock airport. I think that's where everything was messed up at, because there's no way. I was flying at ILS, and then I saw the runway light, so I'm like, cool, but then it was taking me in a completely different direction. There's two Maldives sceneries that I could see. Vuelo, Simp, and Sim Market. I actually have a $10 gift voucher for Sim Market that I won on somebody's stream. How much is it? $14.99, $17 USD. So yeah, I'll use my $10 towards this and buy it, because yeah, that ILS is kind of funky. It definitely was funky. Absolutely was funky. And you know, like, once I saw the lights, I'm like, cool, I have a visual reference. I don't need to follow navigation anymore. But it definitely had me all the way fucked up. And then the wind was another thing. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, wind? It didn't even say the wind was gusting. It just said 240 at 10 or something like that. So I'm like, Why did it switch to a tailwind at one point? Taking notes. Alright, so last leg on Monday is to Colombo Ratmala Airport, VCCC. VCCC. Let's see. Sri Lanka. Okay. So we're going to go to Sri Lanka for the last leg. And that leg is about 411 miles. That's about an hour flight. Tell me about it, man. I'm off Monday too, so I probably could celebrate something. I don't know what I should do to celebrate, but it's definitely something worth celebrating. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's about to crash. He's about to crash. Wham! Somebody clip that. Please. I'm glad I caught that. Oh, you could do a hashtag clip and it'll clip? That's crazy. Well, set that up, Cam. I don't know. That's wild. I didn't know you could just do that. Huh. I found the YouTube video for it. I'll let you handle that. What's going on, City Twitch? How was your stream? I seen you on there. One more, man. Absolutely ecstatic. Alright, here he is again, y'all. What plane are you in, by the way, pilot? You got a clip? Cool, cool, cool. Because it looks like you're in a Bonanza. Point a Gripen J39, yeah. Definitely not a Gripen J39. Yes, sir. Thank you for stopping in. I might stream some other games tomorrow or Friday, depending on how I feel. Multiverses just came out with an update, so I might go see what the Powerpuff Girls are like. Dragon Ball recently did an update a couple weeks ago. It's freaking nuts. I just haven't been playing it really. But I'll probably be back on again before Sunday. But it won't be Flight Simulator. I'll catch you guys in if you choose to stop in. Need to find somebody to raid. Any suggestions? Any raid suggestions? Feature that, I got you, bro. Leg 235 is going to be Monday. Captain Whip, I like Captain Whip. He is an Airbus pilot, so he would never get any complaints from me. Alright, make you a mod on Discord. I don't even know how to do that, but yes, sir, I appreciate you, City Twitch, for sure. It's gonna be an epic one. I'm probably gonna cry. I probably won't cry, but still. Alright, Andrew. Alright, so we're gonna go raid City Twitch and Cam. City Twitch. We're gonna go raid Captain Whip, sorry. And Cam, I will try and make you a mod on Discord. I don't know how to do that, but is it Captain Whip TV? Is that what his name is? Captain Whip TV. Alright, so we're gonna go raid Captain Whip. Thank you guys for stopping in today. And you know, as always, I will catch you guys on the next turn. Peace.